It all began with a misunderstanding. When the Telgorian fleet first encountered a representative of the Neophytic Alliance, they sent a bouquet of their most beautiful native flowers as their usual greeting. The only problem, the extremely nature-loving dryads took a bouquet of dead flowers as a declaration of war. This encounter marked the beginning of the first major interspecies conflict in the Alma-Barid Quadrant. It lasted for approximately 400 years. Since most of the races did not have access to FTL technology at that time and their weapons technology can generally be regarded as primitive, the armed conflict was often limited to threats, verbal attacks and illegal littering. The production of the Universal Translator developed by the RFS Consortium helped to settle the conflict and led to peace talks being initiated. Also additional potential grounds for conflict, such as Uriker's Great Dolphin Barbecue. The Celebramers' gigantic space loudspeakers and other trivialities to also be nipped in the bud. So much for history, recruit. Let's get back to your real job here at the RFS Consortium's Tear Test Lab. This lab is not only designed to house a highly sophisticated artificial intelligence called Val, which would be me, in case you've forgotten that in the last few minutes, as my brain scan suggests, but is also responsible for the Startopia project. The goal of Startopia is to create multi-purpose space bases capable of being used by all alien species as places of encounter and exchange. And, of course, to earn a huge amount of energy to cover the exorbitant salaries of the RFS board. Recruit, you have been selected to work in the Startopia Base Simulator, or SBS for short, to acquire the knowledge necessary to run such a Startopia base. But before you can do so, you must go through the RFS Executive Motivation Training course. You can do it. You're a born leader. We believe in you. Fanfares, congratulations. You have successfully completed the Commander Training course and are now entitled to take the final exam on the simulator. Good luck, Commander. Welcome to your first test scenario, Commander. I'm very curious to see how you will cope. This simulation includes a Startopia base orbiting the garbage planet Sarkar. And I quote from the Universal Database, disgusting cesspit that should find its deserved end in a black hole. The goal of this scenario is to generate energy by recycling garbage. There are only a few basic buildings available and space is limited. You will mainly, or more precisely, exclusively, come into contact with Telgor and bugs. Expect visitors to leave a lot of garbage lying around. I don't think I need to go into any more detail. According to the scenario guidelines, it is impossible to fail. However, I would like to add that carbon-based life forms have always surprised me in this respect. Very well, Commander, you may proceed. As an old Gononian folk saying goes, every being is the wash quantang of their own fortune. An ancient skilled trade in which bricks are formed from one's own excrement. Initiate Welcome Protocol. Welcome, Commander. I am confident that even a carbon-based life form will be able to cope with the very manageable parameters of this scenario. After all, it's all about collecting garbage. A fuzzy with only limited functionality previously solved this scenario in less than 20 minutes. I therefore assume that you will be able to complete it within a few hours. Test subject evaluation started. Command R, commence operations. Commander, you will find it very difficult to achieve the goal of this test scenario without a recycling station. I suggest you make arrangements to have such a room built. Congratulations, Commander. You have successfully built a berth as your first room. I foolishly stopped measuring your time after my countdown subprocessor hit its third overflow. But I assume you have achieved more or less acceptable results considering the capabilities of a carbon-based life form. Excellent, Commander. You've managed to build a recycling station. Remember that semi-functional fuzzy I told you about at the beginning? Well, it had already completed all of the other test scenarios in the time you needed. But I think it's a rather tough comparison because it was limited in functionality and in order to successfully complete this test scenario, it is now necessary to fully utilize the recycler's functionality. I trust you will have no problem with that, Commander. A quick glance at your social media accounts shows that you're an expert on trash. Commander, your recycling station will not operate without hired Telgor. Please try to show at least a minimum of competence and get it taken care of. Excellent work, Commander. You have acquired the required amount of energy. You did it with the berth and not the recycling station, but at least it's something. I hope you realize this, of course, does not terminate the test scenario. It was just a gentle hint designed to give you an idea of my estimation of your abilities. Commander, it is good to see you've set up a recycling station. It's not so good to see you haven't hired any Togor to run it. Please try to rectify this situation. Commander, I see you still haven't had any garbage bots built. I have therefore provided you with some as a precaution, because without them you can't complete this scenario. Commander, I would like to congratulate you on the 50th visitor to your simulated station. If this were reality rather than a test scenario, the time frame would be rather unacceptable. Here, however, you are working within a simulation under optimal conditions. So the time frame is completely unacceptable. Commander, fanatics from the terrorist organization Spacebase have discovered a subatomic quantum loophole in our shield and have beamed garbage bombs on board. If they explode, they will cause damage and spread garbage throughout the area. But you can rest easy in the knowledge that it can't harm me. Initiate bomb subprotocol Alpha. Commander, presumably there is a smart way to deal with these garbage bombs. Please try to stimulate the gray matter in your head. Gray matter evaluation completed. Alarmingly high percentage of nutrient slime noted. Fine, I can see this is not going to work without explicit instructions. Commander, you can also recycle this garbage bomb. Yes, I realize that you probably never would have thought of that yourself. Commander, trash fanatics have managed to successfully detonate a garbage bomb on your station. Maybe next time you should collect and dispose of them instead of watching them explode. Commander, you still haven't installed an atmosphere filter. According to my records, carbon-based life forms are dependent on a reasonably pure atmosphere. It is therefore imperative that you construct such an object at once. Look out, Commander. Trash fanatics have thrown bombs at the station. Commander, you have just successfully built your first garbage bot. A thing that one tries to fill with other things, but which reaches its maximum capacity much too quickly. Wait, are we talking about you and your training here? Excuse me, my routine small talk subprocessor seems to be malfunctioning. Commander, recycling the garbage bombs is an excellent idea. Only 99.3% of all other candidates came up with this solution. I suggest you try recycling a larger amount of these garbage bombs in order to make the test scenario more exciting. Commander, more garbage bombs have been smuggled onto Startopia. Commander, you do not have a fuzzy charging station. Without it, your fuzzies will inevitably run out of energy. It is imperative that you construct such a room. Commander, my sensors indicate that you still do not have a communication center. Unless you feel you belong to the rock-like species Sothmorog, which has no means of... Commander, you've already generated a third of the energy required for the test scenario. I admit I did not expect you to reach this level. I guess I now owe my optimism routine 100 energy. Garbage bots that bite? Very well, what can go wrong? Look out, Commander. Trash fanatics have thrown bombs at the station. Commander, you've already recycled half of the garbage bombs you need. Keep up the good work. Thanks to your performance so far, my evaluation processor has... Commander, today is not your birthday. The RFS keeps a very precise record of this and provides a cake made from algae, garnished with nutrient slime. Those explosions were therefore not fireworks in your honor, but rather a garbage bomb exploding. Interesting choice, Commander. I'm curious to see how you will handle it. Commander, a communications center would give you the opportunity to contact passing aliens and would also warn you before unpleasant surprises. Commander, you have now acquired 2/3 of the necessary energy. Extrapolating from your previous results, I can safely put my subprocessors on standby for the next few million cycles. Excellent work, Commander. I see you've managed to build a communication center. I mean, you created a simple construction order for your fuzzies and then they did all the work. Sarcasm speech module not found. Bravo. Commander, more garbage bombs have been smuggled onto Startopia. Commander, you have successfully completed the recycled garbage bomb supplementary mission. I think you deserve a reward for that. Can you feel that? You're feeling a slight mix of endorphins and cortisol right now, which should feel approximately the same as a clammy handshake. Commander, you've thrown another garbage bomb into the recycling station. Commander, you have so far failed to hire bug Wraithorians for your newly built communications center. I suggest that you do so before anyone begins to question your competence. Congratulations, Commander, you have successfully achieved the goal and generated the required amount of energy. Some doubted your success, while others objected that you could not fail in this test scenario. I replied that if there is a way to fail in this scenario, you will find it. Nevertheless, you have successfully completed this scenario. Congratulations, Commander.
Start greeting.
Start greeting. Welcome back, Commander.
Start greet.
Welcome to the Startopia Basics Introductory Course, Command R. Before Initiate Welcome Protocol. Welcome to the Startopia Basics Introductory Course, Command R. For more information, first open the notification in the notification panel. Here you will find useful information about your station. Command R, commence operations. Move your camera to get an overview of the station. Your task is to set up a Startopia base and turn it into a comfortable place for aliens to visit. The most important tools for this are your work droids, also referred to as fuzzies. However, fuzzies only have a limited amount of internal energy. A fuzzy charging station is required to charge them. Command R, use the construction menu to erect a fuzzy charging station. Place the hologram in the place you have designated and confirm the construction order for your fuzzies. The hologram will be displayed in blue if the place you have designated is usable. Good work, Commander. Your fuzzies will now begin to set up the fuzzy charging station. The fuzzy charging station has been installed, Commander. Your Startopia base's energy core can store a limited amount of energy, the universal currency of all known galaxies. When a room is built, the required energy is taken from your energy core. In addition, that room's activation energy is blocked in the energy core's maximum storage capacity, removing it from use. In times of crisis, a room can be deactivated to quickly reclaim both. As mentioned in the beginning, your job is to keep arriving alien visitors happy. A fuzzy charging station is unsuitable for this, as only a few aliens will enjoy a strong electric shock. Please open your base simulator's construction menu. Now please select the berth. In this tutorial we want to focus on free construction. Later you will also be able to access already pre-built berths here. For this room, first select the floor area that the room is to occupy. Please note the minimum and maximum permitted sizes. The room is shown in blue if it can be built as is. You can furnish a variable-sized room yourself, Commander. In the construction menu you will see certain objects marked with a star. These are so-called mandatory objects, in this case the door, which must be added to the room in order for it to be built. Now place a door. Note that a room should often include the optional objects in order for it to perform its full function. Aliens can use the berth's optional objects to satisfy their basic needs such as food or sleep, for example. Now place some optional objects. Command R, I want to congratulate you on successfully completing the first test scenario. Only the most petty-minded subprocessor would notice that there was no fail option in the previous mission. Let us now turn to the second test scenario. This simulated Startopia station is located in orbit around Jupilberry 3. The galactic database contains the following information on Jupilberry 3, a fertile jungle planet whose inhabitants are often involved in wars because the other side of the planet always seems to be a bit greener. Commander, the aim of this test scenario is to adequately design the biodeck on the Startopia so as to be able to harvest resources and have some of them processed in factories. In addition, various diseases are common in this region, so you should have a viable medical station. Now then, Commander, go ahead and show what you're made of. By the way, according to my scanner that's 60% hydrogen, 25% oxygen, 10% carbon and a few other odds and ends. Initiate welcome protocol. Welcome to the second test scenario, Command R. As mentioned at the beginning, you now have access to the biodeck to grow plants and create a cozy atmosphere for your visitors. In this scenario, you can expect more sick aliens on board, where a lack of treatment can result in a premature death. Command R, commence operations. Commander, you did acceptable work with the bombs in the last test scenario. RFS feels that such trivialities must be rewarded with more than just a virtual damp handshake, so a recycling station crate is hereby placed at your disposal. Commander, not that I doubt your mental abilities, but as a precaution I would like to point out to you the extremely banal logic that employing more dryads would ensure that you get the resources you need more quickly, as they sow new plants and harvest mature ones. Commander, I'm fascinated by your efforts in building atmosphere filters. Personally, I find them a complete waste. Oxygen-based life forms are so inflexible. Commander, the medical station has been successfully completed. Now you can take care of your visitors' little problems such as rashes or imminent death. Carbon-based life forms are notoriously fragile. Commander, I see you still have not hired any dryads. If you don't want your biodeck to wither away, Commander, your station is so covered in garbage that vermin capable of causing illness are already spreading. Cynical administrators would now begin to think twice. I am very curious as to your decision. Commander, there's a rumor that a traveling doctor who was coming to assist you just flew past your base. Unfortunately, you were unable to pick up his transmission as you have no communication center. Commander, I'd like to draw your attention once again to the compact map on the side where, among other things, the biodeck is displayed. Please make your way there. Commander, with the hiring of a dryad. Commander, those hired dryads will hopefully reduce the duration of this scenario to an acceptable level. I think we can chalk that up as good work. Comment good work discarded. Quote. Commander, an alien has contracted an infection from the vermin. I wonder whether this is due to your general incompetence or your questionable morals. An excellent choice, Commander. More heat is bound to benefit the plants and has absolutely no harmful side effects. For electronic life forms, I mean. Commander, one of your visitors has accidentally forgotten a number of crates of garbage, which, while considered a delicacy, carries highly contagious pathogens and is prone to spontaneous explosion if left unprocessed. Should you wish to prevent a viral explosion on board, you should remove those objects. A cynical commander might, however, take advantage of this. Commander, if you had a communication center, you probably would have known about the doctor who just... Commander, a crate of garbage has just exploded, potentially infecting aliens in its vicinity. I'm still wavering as to whether to classify this as incompetence or moral ambiguity on your part. Incompetence and moral ambiguity noted in personnel file. Understood, Commander. I will optimize the supply of energy to the atmosphere filters and increase their power. These carbon-based life forms definitely generate bad air much too quickly. According to recent surveys, visitors find Startopia quite acceptable overall. Commander, I'd like to inform you that you've already successfully treated 1/3 of the aliens required. I assume you feel almost competent now. Commander, you have successfully harvested several plants. Obviously, all those years of training have paid off by enabling you to perform such a trivial task. Commander, you've already cured half the aliens that require treatment. An acceptable feat if one ignores the time it took you to perform it. A confusing choice, Commander. I would have liked to have seen a little more finesse on your part. I mean, I didn't get my hopes up, but it would have been nice. Glad you could make it to the biodeck, Commander. Plants are grown here that are transformed into resources upon harvesting. Finally, something organic that is not completely useless. Commander, I find that the alien treatment is proceeding at a reasonable pace, considering the circumstances. By circumstances, I mean you, in case you missed that little dig the way you missed all the digs before. Commander, unattended crates of garbage are in danger of exploding.
Commander, a very ill alien with a severe form of leupolioitis has arrived at the station. You should ensure that this visitor is treated quickly as the disease is highly contagious. Prevent your visitors from being harmed at all costs.
Commander, a crate of garbage has exploded, releasing viruses. Commander, I admire your minimalism, as you have so far dispensed with the construction of a communication center. One hears, for example, of traveling doctors who could assist you, but probably that's not something you would be interested in. Commander, unattended crates of garbage are in danger of exploding.